Hi. Okay, we're live. I took a short break on Monday to work on some of the songs we've been writing together, and here we are, Wednesday evening, trying a new schedule. But we got Simon here. There's two Simons in China, and that's probably a really big issue for you guys, right?
Yeah,
What do you call each other?
It's just A and K.
A and
mostly,
K.
Yeah.
Okay.
But it's a mess. It is.
It's a little bit difficult. I've never had anything to do with another Esben up close. I've always been the Esben, but I guess two Simons. You can live with it. You can live with it. You're just gonna be Simon from here on out to tonight, and then if anyone meets you two together, then you're Simon A, and he's Simon K.
Yes.
Okay, good. That's very important to get settled. The other thing is that you're in the band called Chinah, that I'm a big fan of.
Thank you.
You're gonna release a new album on Friday.
We are, yeah.
I knew that you'd been releasing singles, but until you told me right now, I didn't know it was this Friday. It's really exciting, because I'm pretty sure your last album is like my favorite Danish album of the last 5 years or so. I would think so.
Thank you. It's a big compliment. Thank you.
Yeah. No, I just think there's the songwriting and also the production. I think it's difficult as a Danish band to actually be original somehow. I don't know how you feel about it, but it's very easy to get caught up and just be a little bit behind. Exactly, Frederik. Yeah, we agree.
Thank you.
And I remember actually playing it to some friends we met in Los Angeles when we were there. Was it? Yeah, that's about a year and a half or 2 years ago or something. And they were super into it as well. Like it transcended the Danish borders. Is all I'm saying. And I just don't think Danish music often does that. So. Before we start talking about the music that you're going to release Friday, tell me a little bit about that album, because people have been able to hear that for about 2 years now. How did you write that one compared to the one you've made this time around?
So that album we just threw out all the rules basically, and we came from probably. The energy was kind of like anything can happen. We kind of had that sort of mood going into it.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, it was really just throwing out all the rules and kind of just being a bit chaotic all the way through. Probably maybe too much at times, but it kind of. Once we realized what we were actually doing, it sort of became like the concept that we just had for that entire album.
So sort of like organized chaos.
Yeah, you can say. And it was all about doing some unpredictable things in all the tracks, basically, or between the tracks. In any way, it was just like it was all about like making some. A bunch of contrasts all the time, basically. Yeah. But
so I think to anyone who hasn't heard it yet, and I would also say with the new singles you've released before the album coming out on Friday, is that if someone asked me about your music, I would say it's like somewhere in between. It has a lot of that early 2000 Timberland aesthetics going on, especially in like the super dry drums and some of the harmonics, but then the vocal is super intimate and very much held back, whereas often like in those pop songs it's like the voice is so out there. So that's a huge difference, and I also think like the synths are way spacier, like weirder, but it has some of that vibe.
For sure.
So maybe, yeah. So that's the drums, the synthesizers. What can I say? Well, I think that's fine. But how about this time around with the album you're gonna release on Friday?
I mean, it's not the same at all, but it's we also didn't consciously try to do something completely different this time around. It was I think it's funny that you mention like those millennial hits and those millennial artists. I've been like jamming those last year or something, just like nonstop. But the
they
funny
still work, man.
The funny thing is, we kind of went a decade, like we went back another decade this time around.
Sure.
So I think, I mean, we just kind of take all kind of inspiration, even though it was like 20 years ago. We kind of, yeah. So this time around is like I think like some Eurodance weird stuff and some. I just have this memory of being a kid and coming home from middle school and like sitting on the couch and watching MTV music videos on VH1 and stuff, and I just remember like going full cycle on it.
Yeah.
So like this, you actually watch the same Pussycat Dolls video twice in one sitting, and I feel like in a way we kind of try to go back to that place.
Sure.
Goes back to that kind of music, and then I wouldn't say try to mimic it, but kind of just like feel allowed to be inspired from that, and then luckily we're never able to recreate it perfectly. So there's always something.
And that's the thing about it.
About
like I think, I don't know. Maybe some people are actually gifted enough to directly mimic something, but I find it impossible. Even if I wanted to mimic, you can be inspired, but it's a completely different thing.
Absolutely, I think oftentimes I it's just the starting point for stuff can be almost like a parody of something.
Yeah, I know.
When you kind of exaggerate a little bit and you kind of pretend like you're something you're not, just for a little while, because that can get you out somewhere a little uncomfortable in a way, and then you kind of have something to work with, something that's interesting to work with. So I mean, I think it can be interesting to have that approach at least.
For sure. Yeah, I've never been able to actually. I mean, maybe someone else would say that I do mimic other people's music, but even if I try to like do it overtly, try to sound exactly like it never happens.
Yeah. But that's a good thing that you're not able to.
That is a good thing. Okay, so I like to. Because Frederik is asking if we know that if the concerts are going to be rescheduled at Atlas Vauxhall. Yeah, I know I was going to play in maybe April. I think so. I haven't heard anything yet, but honestly, Frederik, I think it's going to be in the autumn, right?
Yeah. Well, I mean, we have actually rescheduled some concerts, and it's supposed to be. I think it's like start of June, but maybe that's going to be too ambitious. We'll see. But
I think that's gonna happen.
Yeah,
that has to happen, man. I hope so. How have you been dealing with staying home?
Okay, really. Okay. Yeah. I mean, I've been one of those that I feel like handles it pretty well in that sense. Like are you a
loner? Or I've never been able to tell. Like usually when you meet someone, you can tell like if they're a loner or someone who's hypersocial or just right in between. I've never been fully able to tell. Because I would say that I'm kind of a loner, but even though maybe sometimes I don't come across as it, but definitely like my normal state is almost like working on my own.
Yeah, I mean I think I'm pretty good at being by myself. Like,
sure. Some people get anxious from being alone.
I'm not.
And they must have had like the worst fucking year.
Yeah. I've handled it pretty well, I think. But
that's good.
But it's funny that I feel like there's sort of inflation in being introvert at these times. Everyone feels like they're introvert.
But don't you also think it's... I mean, we're definitely not talking music anymore, but I would say that being introvert is so much easier now than like 20 years ago, because you have all the shows in the world at your fingertip, all the movies. You can just be online all day long.
Sure.
And so we're talking about just being introvert means nowadays just not being around other people in person.
That's
you
true.
can still like hang out online. I mean,
Yeah, but the thing is that there's probably also, I don't know if there's more, but there's a lot of pressure coming from like social media and stuff. So maybe that's why a lot of people feel like they're introverts, because they just feel that pressure.
But maybe that's because like being an absolute extrovert has been so normalized now with social media. That's what we see. People who want to put themselves out there every fucking day. So that seems like it's normal, but I don't know. I don't think it is. Anyways, I would like to hear like how you got started with music, like because you're an amazing piano player.
Thank you.
You're really. I'm often jealous at people who are so good at an instrument. I'm fine with a guitar. I'm fine on a piano. I mean, enough to be able to write songs, but
yeah, I mean, I just started playing from a really young age. Honestly, both my parents are musicians, classical musicians.
Okay.
So I started. I actually started. They just put me in front of the piano and then left me alone for a little while, and I just kind of tried to play some stuff, and I had fun just pressing keys.
Yeah.
Basically, and then eventually I started like playing actual piano, as in classical piano. Then I had a lot of deviations from that. I had a impro jazz period, and I had a
I mean, you gotta have
course,
an impro jazz period.
That's all part of my my musicality today. And I picked up the guitar at some point because I wanted to be a metalhead. And
oh really?
Yeah, sure.
Tell me more about that. Like,
I started off like being having like the emo kind of style with I colored my hair and stuff.
Black, of course, I guess.
Yeah, but it was like the wimpy kind with colored tight jeans and stuff.
Okay,
really cool.
Okay. We're
at the
talking
time,
like
you know.
My Chemical Romance type.
Yeah,
of
that kind of
emo.
stuff. But also like the Strokes and just like everything indie and kind of. Yeah, and then I got over that, and it was actually funny back then. I just hated electronic music.
Yeah,
I really saw it as like an enemy, because I was like, in my mind there was like this weird thing about cheating when using a computer and stuff, and like that's just so old-fashioned. But luckily I got over that.
And totally untrue. I think it's
ridiculous.
such a weird like non-truth that was spread.
Absolutely.
Like when we were kids, and still to this day live on. But honestly, maybe it's just because that's what I do. But I would often say making electronic music, it's even more difficult than making band music, because oftentimes people are alone with it. So you do the drums, you do the composing.
You're your entire band, right?
You are the entire band, and it takes for fucking ever. Like that idea of it being like, yeah, one afternoon and you can make something quick. Maybe someone can, but at least the way I make it, it's really time consuming and really like mentally consuming.
That's true.
But yeah,
it's clearly
I kind of
ridiculous.
believe that as well.
Yeah.
At one point, so it's just a common way of looking at electronic music.
Yeah.
But I think it's a fallacy of.
Yeah, like it's a very narrow way of defining authenticity.
Yeah, for sure. So how did you get interested in electronic music? What happened? Was it just like a really slow build, or was there a specific artist that opened your ears?
Yeah, there was like I could mention a few, but the main point is that I just I'm not actually sure what the tipping point was, but I just discovered some like glitch music and stuff. With like just a lot of like sound design basically, and weird small sounds put together in pretty fascinating ways. So and like I just remember like being instantly like from one second to another, I was just sure that I had to try to make that.
Mhm.
I always had that instinct, like if I hear something that I don't really understand, and something that's like something that I've never actually heard before.
Yeah.
I just feel like have that instinct to try to do it myself. Yeah, but I mean, and then I just started.
I love that, and I also agree. And tell me if you feel the same way when you're making an album, for instance. To me, it's almost. I almost take a full-on break from listening to other people's music because I get almost like too inspired or want to do this, and then I want to do that, and then I want to, and it's really difficult for me to be focused musically because I'm so easily drawn to other people's.
Yeah, that's true.
Hi Albert, good to have you with us. Yeah.
Yeah, I get that. I get that.
Do you make songs on your own?
Yeah, I do. I mean, I'm not really a singer or anything, but I make a lot of beats and instrumentals and stuff by myself. It's just, I have a lot of stuff on my computer.
I'd love
back
to
home,
hear
so.
it sometime.
Yeah, you should. You should.
Yeah.
But
it's not something you like want to do anything with so far. It's just for your own sake.
I actually just decided that I wanted to like try to finish a few of them at least, and maybe put some stuff up on SoundCloud and make some of it public, just for people to check out. Mostly just to kind of let it go.
Yeah.
And maybe someone wants to pick it up or something, but you know, it's
unreleased songs. They take up a bit
do.
of your brain. Like there's a bit of real estate in your brain that you lose when a song is unreleased. And as soon as you release a song, it's like
absolutely.
That's like you're free again.
Yeah.
A couple of times when I've released an album or an EP or something, it's like that thing of taking a load off your shoulders, or what the saying is so true. Like I remember especially finishing Straight Jacket and just feeling honestly 10 pounds lighter. Yeah. It was insane.
It is.
Did you feel like that when you finished this album? Or was it more painless?
It was a huge relief. Mm-hmm. It always is. I don't know if it was painless. I mean, we're always a bit in pain when we make music. But it's like it was probably a little easier this time than last time.
Yeah, because I do remember talking with both you and Simon K. and Fina, I think, that the last one was a bit much. Yeah. I mean, I think it was worth it to me. Hi, Brandon. Good to have you with us in this different time zone, or just different time to stream. Brandon and Albert are both regulars.
Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you.
So I want to specifically talk about one song for a second. Mm-hmm. But I can't remember the name of it. It starts with this in.
Give Me Life.
Give Me Life. Exactly.
Yeah, sure. Mm-hmm.
Okay, so do you remember how you made that song?
Yeah.
I think everyone should. Hi, Magnus. Another. What's the word? Stamgæst.
Regular.
Yeah, regular. There it is. Another Stamgæst regular. And Marie-Louise as well.
Hello.
Hi. Yeah, so I think everyone should hear that. That's one of my favorite party tracks. Because it kind of is, right? Wouldn't you say so? It's like
yeah, well,
it's like
it's the closest we ever got to making a party song.
Yeah,
I guess.
yeah, exactly. So it's a Chinah party song at least. So how did you make that song?
It's actually funny. So it's probably the most party song, energetic thing we made. I think, but the first instrumental thing I made actually in a public library.
Oh, really? Which one?
Which with my headphones on.
Okay.
And it's pretty funny. Like there was just like I at that time I didn't really have a studio. We didn't have for a very long time actually. We mostly just been very sparse with the equipment and stuff. But at that time I kind of just went to the public library to sit with my headphones on and a small laptop. Outside my headphones there was like complete silence, of course.
Yeah.
And it's just funny because like it's not really the energy that's in the music. It doesn't really reflect the public library probably, but
definitely not.
That was actually the.
Also, I mean, weren't you ever like caught like bumping your feet?
I probably did.
Or
I probably did.
Tapping your fingers or something like.
I have some bad habits about that. But I probably did.
And do you still make most of your songs in your apartment then?
Most of them come from my apartment actually, or the other guys' apartments, of course. But yeah, it's kind of funny. It's like the simple small setup. You don't really need that much to come up with a good musical idea. Yeah. But then, of course, sometimes executing it can be. You can move out into a studio. Some point.
For sure.
But
and also, I would say like it's a good example of how little you need to. I read something like a year ago that I tried to really remember, and it is that the only thing that the listener cares about is the emotion they get when they hear a song.
Sure.
And just that instant connection. Way too many people focus, and when I say people, I mean musicians. They focus on the gear they made it on. They focus on whether like the fucking Ableton or Pro Tools project look good. Like there's all these the longer you make music, the more like strange intricacies you start getting into, and it doesn't matter. Like I know that I use some plugins that are pretty expensive and shit, but that's not why I make a good song.
No, of course.
It's to keep my own interest going because I've done it for a while. But
I would say you're pretty sophisticated with your chains and stuff, obviously. But I totally agree, and it's actually funny that we just talked about like millennial music and that kind of stuff, because that's obviously like American mainstream at that time. But what's so funny about it is we can still learn a lot from that immediacy that it had. It just like worked on so many levels, and then I think at some point you have to go back to that native like feeling of just like pure emotion and just like that immediate energy that you don't need any understanding to have, you know.
For sure. And also that's a good point about the other like trap that I think is very easy to fall into as a musician, and that I've done myself, is that you overwork your songs, you make them too complex. Yeah. And again, I don't know, maybe it's to keep yourself excited, but often what it boils down to is that you do a lot of stuff that is not necessarily for the listener, but it's kind of for you.
Sure. Yeah.
For you yourself. And I'm really trying this time around to be as minimal as I can, because I think it's a good challenge for me, but also I think it's going to be better songs.
Have you watched some of the on YouTube? You can find like some pretty amazing videos of some trap producers and stuff.
Oh yeah, the Genius.
Yeah, exactly. That's so refreshing to see, because it's like some of the greatest bangers like in like many years, and like and they're like, I was gonna say unpretentious. I don't know about that, but it's like
no.
But everything. It's actually very pretentious. But the funny thing is, it's like they just like do some really, honestly, like pretty crude stuff.
I mean,
But
I
it
was
just
fucking
but
shocked when I came across that.
Me too. But
They don't know what they're doing, and it's great. It means they're doing good stuff just because they're doing it.
It's the most pure thing, right?
Exactly, and they do it the exact opposite of how I work, and probably also how you do it a lot of times. Where they make like a beat every 15 minutes, and then 1 out of 500 is going to be good. So it's more like throwing the dice rather than doing one thing and then thinking, how great can I make this, and then you work on it forever.
But I think the reason why that works so well is the reason why that's oftentimes better than trying to work really hard on one thing and making it good, is that you never really know. Like, there's so many things that you can't produce yourself out of. You can't like just keep trying to fix some stuff if like maybe the energy wasn't just quite right in that point that you came from.
The idea just wasn't good enough, so it doesn't matter how great it's going to sound in the end.
So in that sense, it's really just like the idea is the most important, and then
for sure
executing that is actually less important, which is kind of funny.
That's good, Brandon. Oh yeah, right.
You looking for Vince Staples? Because he released a song called Yeah Right, I think like a week before we did.
Great.
And it's really good. And
did it actually turn out to be a good thing for you?
I don't know. I don't know.
Okay, I have one question I like to ask everyone who stops by, and that is whether you have some good tour stories, like of a tour where everything went wrong or everything went right. Like just these times where people can't really go to shows. It's just fun to talk about the memories of shows.
So like we've had, I mean, the first thing that comes to my mind is just when we, it's a couple of years ago now. It was in South by Southwest in Austin, Texas. Yeah, and that one was my first time in the US, and it was like it was just the most crazy thing. Like like it's really expensive to get a place to sleep there, and we didn't have that much money, and we had a friend who was like an exchange student there, and he lived like in a dorm, and we could like sleep in the bicycle basement basically.
What?
Yeah. So we like, and like it was like the most like it was the most awesome thing, because it was like just so raw, and we played like 2 shows each day, and we had to carry our gear throughout the city, and that was pretty.
So how many days
it's a fun
did you
memory.
sleep in the bicycle
it was like
basement?
6 days or something in a row, which.
Did you like set up a tent in the basement, or was it just like?
No, we just had like a mattress. It was just there was like they moved out some of the bikes, and we could fit a few mattresses in there.
Okay.
Yeah.
You must have played the year after we played there, right?
Yeah.
Because I think we played in 15, so you played 16 or something.
Yeah. It sounds about right.
Yeah. It's a strange festival. I wouldn't necessarily say it was a great experience for us, but I just think that thing of playing like 2 to 3 shows a day, and just the stress of those festivals, it's just very different.
It's not something that I could do like often, but I think we were just so hyped to be there that we were kind of up for it.
Yeah.
So we had a good energy, but it was like super intense. But and obviously some of the concerts went well, and some of them were like total failures, and there was a lot of ups and downs in that 1 week. But
that's a good thing. If you have a bad show, it's fine. You're playing one more in like 3 hours.
Sure. And we had some like suddenly some of the like some weird charger or something didn't work, and someone had to drive out to a local music shop like.
Hey, did you go to the synth shop that?
Yeah, I think it was like a huge store, right? Is that right?
The one I'm talking about, they only had vintage synthesizers.
Could be.
What was it called? I mean, it was. I was just drooling for 2 hours. I went over there. I think I tried pretty much every vintage synthesizer ever made, and it was great. It's great.
Yeah.
Okay, I mean, maybe we should start making some music.
Let's
now.
do it. Let's do it.
And yeah, we're gonna start from absolutely scratch. Let me just make sure this works. Okay, that works. How about if I'm not in the program? Nope. Okay. That's good to know. All right. What do you feel like tempo-wise?
Well, I have no idea.
Yeah, me neither. We could go. What am I feeling? We could go. Okay, so I've been wanting to do like sort of a garage beat, but and it could be interesting with your sense of chords. I think. Let me just put down really quickly what I'm thinking. And if any of you out there have any ideas, let us know. Okay, so maybe I definitely need swing. For me, it's all about the swing right now. All about the groove.
I really rarely do that actually, but I do like it. I do like it, but it's just
Do you do it like manually then?
yeah, mostly. Yeah.
Okay, that was basically what I thought it would. It's always good when
Very
that
impressive.
happens. Yeah,
Very impressive to make music without hearing it.
Exactly. Let's just write something down and then hear.
It can actually be funny to do that if you're like in an airplane or somewhere where you can't really hear it.
Good call. I've never tried that, I think.
Okay, yeah, but
I'm too.
it can be kind of funny because then when you listen to it afterwards, you're just always surprised. Could you give me a yeah?
Right
Also,
now, there's also a filter on, so it's gonna be louder in a second. Does that work?
Sure. Could you put on some sound on the keyboard?
Yes, and then make.
It's probably easier to have. Yeah.
What kind we're looking for here?
Just something that you can scroll.
Sounds through.
Maybe.
Okay, then I'm gonna go to.
Oh well, that's
preset
up to you.
folder
I'll
here.
just play whatever fits the sound you put on.
Let's try. Okay, you can start playing now, and I'll just see once. Sounds great. Okay, Okay, I just gotta find a way. I'm not usually having. I just need to fix it so that
I know what you mean.
you're not gonna play all the other ones. Maybe if I just.
You can just on the sound that I'm on, you can just go from auto to in.
Ah, right.
And then you don't have to have that.
Cool. And then I'll
Should
take it off
work
on the
somehow.
drums.
Yeah, that could work.
Cool. Okay, almost there. Now I think you should just have the sound. Okay, so I'm gonna give you something else. Let me know if you get a sound that you enjoy. Okay, just a second. I'm not sure why we get these.
Yeah, are you also getting?
Yeah, I'm getting those. I'm not quite sure why. Maybe let's just we could do all sorts of things, but maybe let's just restart Ableton real quick, see if it goes away, because I'm not quite sure what that is. Sounds good though. Well, not the breakdowns, but everything else. I also have this camera so we can see what you're playing. So Brandon says that that's exactly what happened with the Vince Staples song. That is funny.
It is kind of funny.
Also, because it kind of makes sense. Like, if you're into Vince Staples, I could hear them, like, people being into that song as well.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, yeah, his stuff is great. So
maybe a good idea would just be to that every song you release, just rename them to something that was a big hit by someone you really think is a good artist.
That's true.
From the past year or so.
Also, I think we also had a streak of, for some reason, Kanye West always decided to release like one day before we released something. That was also kind of weird.
Yeah. I mean, he was probably like that Danish band Chinah.
Yeah.
What are they up to right now?
Yeah, I wish.
Yeah. Yeah, man. Okay. I really hope that it works better. But how was the latest? No problem.
It's good.
Okay, cool. Then let's try again. No, it still happens. Okay, I know why. Because we built this on another song. I have a volume automation going on here. It also seemed a little bit too like
It was
the
very
same.
regular.
It was
yeah,
the same all the
was-
time. But you just always think it's a glitch going on. My bad, guys. Okay. switching to the piano camera. If it works. Yes. Maybe I would like to hear perhaps some like like longer chords going on.
Yeah, sure.
Maybe something that's a little bit less UK. So like we have UK drums, but not that UK.
Sure. Yeah. Do you have any sounds that are more like?
Let's try. What about this one? That's pretty. Let's see if it's too pretty. We can always make it dirtier.
Sure.
So the only thing we decided on before the stream started is that if I'm looking for something else, I'm just gonna change the synth sound, and then Simon reacts
Yes.
with the playing.
Sure.
And I like that way of working. Let's just try a couple of other synth sounds. I think this is gonna be too grand, right? It's gonna be really difficult to make something that's not huge.
Sure.
It's really beautiful, but it's too huge. Let's see. Oh, not that one. Classic Juno sound. I like that. Markus. What key are you in? Yeah, man, this is great. I think there's a vibe going on. Yeah. What kind do you want?
Something that's not
So pretty?
yeah, maybe something that's a little more open in a way.
Frequency wise?
Yeah.
Okay. Let me think for a second. Let's try maybe something that is... Maybe something that's a little bit more organic, perhaps.
Yeah, sure.
Too organic. Let me find a good sound for you. We need a good sound. I like that. It's very nostalgic. try. Love all of it. It's just deciding. Like usually I don't have that many harmonic possibilities going on. What do you think? Are there any of the ideas you're working on now that you enjoy, or should we just keep searching for a while?
Let's keep going a little.
Okay.
I'm not really settled in a way.
Cool. Let's keep going. Do you want another sound again?
Sure.
Okay. Let's see. Maybe I have a couple of strange ones. Maybe too strange. Yeah. This one. Too open, right? Yes, I can also. There's a little bit of Boards of Canada vibe of with this sound. Let me just lo-fi it a little bit more. try something else, like just like a Rhodes type sound, just to write with, just to see if we can. See you tomorrow, Maria. Hey, actually, you know what? Something I would love to try out. Did you hear the last James Blake? No, not the last one, but his electronic EP. What was it called? Before? There's some road stuff going on, but it's got this great classic harsh delay going on, so it's super stereo, and then it's just like these small cut-up lines.
I'm not sure if I remember that song. But
it doesn't matter the specific song. It's just that kind of the kind where if we record some MIDI, we can almost like or record your jam as an audio as you play it. We can start almost like sampling it, you know what I mean?
Yeah, sure.
And putting it together.
Yeah.
But jam for a second. I'm just gonna go to the bathroom real quick. It's getting too jazzy.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, let me try to find you another sound. This is so Stranger Things.
Yeah.
Because
Isn't it?
right now I'm just going through the Prophet. See if we can. just gotta find one useful sound that's right for you. Just feel like all the diva sounds that I pulled up, they weren't quite right. This is kind of fun.
What kind of mood are you feeling like? Should it be like dark or some uplifting, or what are we talking?
Maybe something a little bit more uplifting, because that's the difficult chords for me to write, I think.
Okay. Okay, let's try that.
Gonna slow it down a little bit again. Do you want to try maybe like a lo-fi piano sound?
Mm-hmm.
As far as I remember, I have a good one of those. It's not the one I'm thinking. I do kind of like it. There's something about this sound that can make it sound almost like have you seen any of the Miyazaki movies? Like the Studio Ghibli, like a house moving castle or a castle in the sky, or these Japanese really artful cartoons. Okay,
I'm not
it
familiar
gives
with
me a vibe of that, but in a really good way, because that's how I
This
spend my
sound?
quarantine. Yeah, something like that. Whoa. Okay, I just had a full-on Ableton died on me. So let's go back. Probably remembered most of it. Okay. I feel. What kind of a sound would you like to work with?
I'm feeling maybe we should. I don't know why, but it feels a little restricted right now.
Yeah.
Maybe
Let's
we should
open it
just.
up.
I think we should just maybe switch it all up.
Yeah.
Also like tempo wise and.
Yeah.
Because I don't know, it's not really coming to me right now.
Then we'll open up again, and maybe go down in tempo somewhat.
Sure.
And I'll put maybe another beat together, but also maybe just the 4 to the floor, just to get the tempo, and then we can start working on the chords.
I really like the sounds that you're using right now.
Yeah, let's keep the sounds.
Yeah, they're great.
Yeah.
And maybe I mean maybe to start, it's good that you just give me some little wacky sounds.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's try that.
I'll find some of my more wacky sounds.
Or like sounds with a lot of like reference in them can also be nice. Anything like that.
With a lot of what?
Reference in it.
Yeah, so you mean where it reminds you of something?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Those kind of stuff. And then
How about you can also try to do something with a sequence kind of a thing.
mm-hmm.
That would be completely different, at least.
Just
You know, where you can hold chords and it plays something rhythmically.
sure. But maybe let's just try a little more with the regular.
Okay, let me find one of my wackiest sounds that I like. Try this on for a size real quick. As far as I remember it, it kind of does something where it does some chord stuff as well while you play it.
It's very deep.
I can open it up.
Like this is just one note.
It's the kind where I have no idea how it works.
I have no idea what's going on.
It's just been so long since I've been in my preset folder. Let's maybe try some of the wave station ones. So now we go a little bit 90s, if that's fine with you.
Sure.
Hi, Jens. Yes, Lou is pretty crazy. Try it out. Yeah, let's try that, man. I love that. And try to leave a space in between the notes. So it's like, bro. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, so if I love the last three, and then maybe if the first one can be just a little bit lower, maybe it's just the voicing. Just a second, because Simon, I recorded what you played just a second ago, just to have it. Listen to this. So I really like the 2, 3, and 4th, second, third, and 4th chord. The first one is a little too high, so maybe if you can just change the voicing of it a little bit. Yeah.
Like that?
Something like that.
Maybe just.
I mean, it's so difficult to decide because I like all of them.
Maybe just go with something, and then we just can build something on top of it, and maybe something can happen afterwards.
For sure.
Because it's not always like the first chords that.
Cool. And Brandon says we should compose for video games as well, or film. I totally agree. That would be fun. Yeah, those exact chords. Let's do those. So if what's the tempo? Is it something like this? slower.
Think you.
A little slower?
Yeah, but you removed my sound right now.
Oh, how did I do that? Like that? Let's go slower. I want it slower. I kinda like it straight. And then maybe on the second one, so it's something like that. I'll record.
Let's go with this, and then we can put some stuff on top of that.
For sure. Little faster, right? We'll go.
Sure.
Okay, 1,
Try that once again.
Mm-hmm. Okay, let's go with the last two of those. And then I would love for you to record a voicing low for the very last one. So, that one, or you did one earlier. Let's do that one. Cool. Okay, but maybe just record that, just that chord, and I'll just record them. Yeah, I like that one. Let's just go with that. Brandon says Simon is really good at that music thing. Couldn't agree more. I think it always amazes me.
Yeah, and I think we should just try to build some stuff on top of this.
I totally agree.
Because I mean, this is not too interesting in itself, but maybe we can make it interesting.
Yeah. So okay.
Yeah. So if you just loop it a little, and you can just maybe take care of some
gonna
drum part.
Yeah, exactly.
And if you just give me some sound to play with.
Do you want a bass now, or what are you feeling?
Let's wait a little with that. Just give me something, I don't know, something not bassy.
Okay, just 1 second. I'm just gonna make this MIDI loopable. I don't quite. So that's And I'm just gonna lower the and off. Then let's go to. Did you want a bass? I didn't hear.
No, let's wait for that. Just something similar to that.
Kind of sound.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know, but...
Let's try. Okay. Play.
Maybe that one, yeah. I like the first thing.
Okay, cool. What?
It feels like there's some delay
Yeah.
with the chords or something.
I think I'm just gonna.
Yeah, just play the sloppy.
I think it's because the first one was strummed. So let's just move it a bit here. This sound is very Oniotrix Point Never, but sort of in a lo-fi way. I like it.
This one?
Yeah. Just gonna center that sound so you have the first thing you played in the sides and then this one a little bit more in the middle.
too.
Yeah.
Comes a little too soft.
something else here. Nope. Wow. Exactly. Yeah, that's such a YouTube channel intro sound. You know, let's record it just for the hell of it. Then I'm gonna use it for something stupid sometime. Love it. Okay, back to that sound. I think all the Rompler sounds are the most fun yet. They go together. So
try to give me a bass, maybe.
Okay. You got one. Try to do some variations on it so that it's not the same every bar. And maybe skip the one, so the one is in the kick. So, boom, boom, boom. Yeah. like this bass sound. It's so
It's nice.
understated.
It's good. It's good. Okay, and then.
And then another sound.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe
Maybe something that's like doesn't have a too long tail.
yes,
So a little more like a short sound.
yes. Do you want it to be sort of like analog sounding? Maybe it doesn't matter much. Let's just go super simple to begin with.
Mhm.
Stefan says we're in massive attack territory.
Yeah, that's true.
That is true, but that's a good thing.
I don't have any sound right now.
No,
I think
no, you're gonna get
Alright.
you're gonna get it in 1 second. Now, just adding some strange percussion stuff. I think that's the right octave. There's good separation there.
kind of stuff on it if you
let's
want
try
it
that.
to be more.
I'm still not sure. I'm still getting into the vibe.
Sure, me too.
This now it should be polyphonic. That chord's nice. Let's try just so do the
What?
That chord is the first, and then, yeah, and then play it sort of I like those 4 chords. Sure. Yeah, I like to record those chords.
Sure.
See where it takes us.
Sure.
Okay, you're gonna get 1 bar. Okay, can we try where it's a classic 4 chord, so it's dun, 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 so where it changes every.
Yeah, because right now it changes.
Yeah, it goes. That bit is the same. Similar. Exactly, but let's do the changes twice as fast. So it's
Okay.
Yeah, wait. Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Can I try with the beat? Why is that so hard? Okay. Maybe take that. And can you do so that right now it's like some of the hits are like very different from the others. Could you maybe do something about that?
Do you mean like quantize it?
Yeah, that, and also there's something with the sound, like
so
the
maybe
first
there's
or the
like
third or something. They like interact in a weird way.
Oh,
like
cool.
where
Yeah, there's
the
another
fil-
phone. Probably shouldn't
Oh, and then
have.
maybe put an
that.
envelope on the filter again, so that it like. Maybe put an envelope on the filter so that it like goes down. Feel free to just quantize and move my timing around.
What?
Just feel free to like
Sure.
correct my timing and stuff. Yeah, that one, the second to last was really left. So just be on the beat. Sound while you turn the knobs.
Yes. Okay, you got it. stuck in my head. It's like something like that.
Mm-hmm.
In that case, it's something like maybe if you record the bass lines now.
Yeah, sure.
Sure. There was 2 different MIDI clips over here for the synth, so let's just kind of regret quantizing it so hard. Just trying. I'm gonna try to make all the sounds, or not all the sounds, the synth sound a little bit more secret.
Yeah, that's a good idea. It's like, yeah, good idea. Make it a little more. Yeah, I like that. Yeah, cause like.
Just leave a space for the vocals.
Sure. Yeah. That was weird, that thing.
It was because the MIDI was weird that you had to play along with. Okay, so then I guess what you wanted to do was...
Maybe just boom, 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 boom. Just stay in the same note or something. Oh yeah, or like that.
I don't know, I have this doom, doom.
Organic sound in some way. Maybe that sampled piano thing we had earlier or something.
Sure, I don't know where exactly that is,
but
but I'll find something like
in
that. Okay, let me see. I've got my organic folder here. Let's try. I mean, I'm always a sucker for a good organ sound. Let's try the 90s piano first. Okay. There's something about these kind of sounds when it's just one sample, just all over the, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
just,
I know.
It doesn't try to, it almost sounds real, but not quite. Oh yeah, they go well together. I like it. Just gonna distort it a bit. Louisa. That's good, man. I'm gonna multi-track some choir real quick and over what's the word? Totally over auto-tune it just to get like a robotic kind of a choir going on.
Cool.
Been using that a lot lately. It just sounds great.
Cool.
But you can play while.
Okay. Sure.
Oh, actually, maybe the keys are gonna. It's just gonna take a couple of minutes.
Go ahead.
Just gonna turn volume down for a sec so there's not that much. That's one. Funny when they're bad, that takes, because then the tuner does like
it's
strange.
supposed to be
exactly
a little off, because then
and it fucks with it.
Yep.
Okay, I gotta get these out of the way. I'm just gonna go low. What key are we in? Do you remember?
Something like G minor thing.
Cool. That's what it's already at. And I just need to make sure that it is pretty full on. It should be. check this out. At least last time I tried it worked. I'm putting on like a rotor effect. It almost turns it into an organ. But like I'm gonna keep the original signal as well. It sounds like.
Emphasize the rhythm in the synth thing.
Yeah.
Not necessarily with the synth, but maybe some with something with like some good attack thing.
So do you mean like a percussive thing?
Almost.
Tak, Mark. And then, thank you, Louisa. Well, first off, I think it was a little bit too low compared to what it should be, right?
Mm-hmm.
Or maybe it's nice. It was so subtle, but then let's try to emphasize just the rhythm of it.
It's just like the rhythm is like almost like a clavis rhythm.
Yeah, exactly.
And it's kind of funny to to have that in an instrument.
Let's just let's record a clavis.
Sure.
Because I think I got one right here. One here.
You have the.
This is the creative box.
Let's get creative.
There's one clavis here. So if the other one is down here. Oh, that. Oh, that's funny. Yes. Great.
I love this box.
I always thought. So this is from when it was a snoozer, and I just thought you could make your own shakers with them. That's why I kept them all.
Go nuts with that clavis.
And then probably pitch it down, right?
Most likely.
So I'm not gonna. I think if we record it twice and make it stereo, that could be really nice.
Totally.
And pitch it down. Okay.
You got the rhythm?
It's always so much more fun to record audio than MIDI.
I know.
Okay, let's call it clavis 1 and then make another one here. Yeah, we can make it available soon, Louisa. Definitely. Just a 10-hour loop of it, right? Like that rotor sound on the car.
Yeah, it's
on the voice. It makes it
cool.
Like almost an organ.
Yeah, it's true.
Actually, let's the first thing to do is to try to record it in stereo, because this mic is a stereo mic and it really sounds great sometimes. Not all the time, but sometimes. Thanks.
Amazing.
Yeah, man. I got the clavis rhythmic stuff down to T. I had like 1 year of my life where bossa was by far the music I listened to the most.
Really?
Yeah, when I was like 20 or something, I was like just deeply
Nice.
into Gilberto Gil and all of those guys.
There's absolutely nothing wrong with
No, man, it
appreciating a little bit of bossa nova, but
fucking works. Still some classics to. It's one of my favorite things to listen to in the morning. Let's see what Nathan says. Yeah, there's a late night stream, Nathan, for the first time ever. What was I doing? Okay. Yeah, I remember now. This is the one I need.
Oh yeah.
We're gonna go 2 mono mics.
Excellent.
Definitely, just a little bit of chopping, but let's.
But it's kind of good that it's not too.
It shouldn't be too
gritty,
perfect.
because yeah, it's okay.
Oh yeah, beautiful. I love that. I think it would be. Yeah, man, perfect. Sure. That's a good idea. And then when people get sick of let's record a clavis, we can just make the follow-up, let's record a tambourine. I could hear like that could, sorry, I didn't mean to mute you, but there could be like a moment where it's just
Want to save this so you have it, or
no, I want to record that. Yeah, perfect. I think it should just keep doing that. Yeah, but
just
well,
the same thing, right?
kind of, yeah. So you have the long one. Yeah, I love that.
Yeah. Okay. That's it.
Where's the sound? Here it is. Okay. gonna loop it until you're happy with what you played, and then we can use the last bit.
Sure.
Cool. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I think can try to play it. It's just so then it's just the G. No, not either. Yeah, I think so. Tone ad gangen. Du ved, når det bliver... Det lyder fedest, synes jeg, når det hele tiden kun er en tone ad gangen. Ja. Og så vil jeg gerne have du. Præcis. Okay, fedt. Lad os indspille det. Det lyder gigafedt. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, let's try to put this one together. I think it was. All the notes. Okay, so Okay, let's try to dial it back a little bit. I would like to record that, but try it an octave lower, maybe. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, let's record that.
I'm ready.
Okay, cool. Just remove a few ghost notes and we're cool, I think. Do you want to do it again?
I was kind of happy with it. But it is a little silly to do that manually when you can just edit that if you want.
True, but now we have the idea.
It's kind of fun.
Yeah, it kind of.
I'm just envisioning like it's obviously like double tempo kind of feeling, but I'm just like maybe that's a good thing to be able to add on top, you know.
Not quite sure what you mean.
It's just kind of double tempo.
So you're hearing it could also be like dum, 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 dum.
No, like just like that thing that I played is like really quick.
Sure.
But it's kind of funny.
Yeah.
There's all like some kind of trance reference.
Yeah. Yeah.
It would be kind of fun to. Can you give me a sound that's like almost percussive?
Yes.
But maybe with a little bit of tone in it or something like that.
Okay,
Would be fun to try to play that with.
Are you thinking like
not too
organic or?
Yeah, like not too synthy because we don't want it to be actual trance.
So how about
but it
an
would
actual organ type sound? Sorry. Try again.
okay, ready?
Does it work now? Sorry. Okay, good. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. Better with this type of sound.
Yeah.
Yep, exactly.
There's definitely some Euro trance in there. Okay, I'm ready.
Cool.
Let's go.
1, 2, 3, 4.
was okay.
Okay, cool.
I switched to two hands, so it was much easier. It was just when you said it was almost impossible, I took it as a challenge, but I...
Sure. As you should. As you should.
I don't really even know if it's good or anything. But
No, but we got it now.
now we have that.
Yeah. I think the main thing is, and let me just do one quick thing about the clavis before. I just want to compress it and just give it a little bit more vibe. But I think it's the drums, the clavis, the bass, the choir, and your keys. I like that's the main bit so far.
Absolutely.
Okay, so a gate would be nice.
What you feel like should happen?
Not much more than I think maybe we should try creating some sort of melody for a verse or something, and then maybe it's. Are you stuck? And then maybe. No, that one. This is so smooth. This is like the smoothest beat I've ever made.
Yeah. It is.
There's some serious baby making potential right here. Okay, I feel like that strange percussion. Oh, strange. This percussion track. Let's just dial that up a bit, and. Okay, so the way I hear it is that perhaps what we need is some other slightly different chords in the bridge, and then these are the chorus chords as well. You know, that type of beat where verse and chorus, same chords, but bridge
I agree.
is just a little departure.
Yeah.
Because I think the chords are so hypnotizing here that you don't want to fuck it up too much, but maybe with a slight change in chords in the.
Yeah, let's try that.
Okay, so I'm already going to. I'm just gonna duplicate this and then. But keep the rhythm right. We're just gonna keep that clavis rhythm is gonna go through the entire song.
I agree.
Yeah, cool.
Because
Okay.
the way that plays with together with the actual beat is kind of one of the main things, like the main features right now, I think.
And we should try to keep it as minimal as possible for the two of us.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Sure.
Yeah. So if we got this, then maybe if I mute the bass, then you can
I
try some other chord stuff.
Yeah, just can you? Let me just remember what the chord.
Okay, I can tell you by looking at it because I can't remember either. So it was some type of D sharp. Yeah, exactly that.
Like that?
No, but almost. You're missing the BB on the second. So it's a D, a C, a B flat, and a G.
Yeah, something like this. All right.
Yeah, something like that. That's good enough. And I definitely think that it they should be twice as long, each chord here, so it doesn't change as fast, right? So just take a little bit of the pace out of the chords. And maybe if they can be slightly darker in the bridge. Let's try to hear if I copy this bit, then we can hear like it going from what the verse and the chorus is going to be and over to. Also, I just want to show you. I found this deep clavis. Beautiful. It's gonna be used.
Nice. But I could. Do you want me to just record the things right now, or do you want to hear how it sounds?
I want you to play it when it shows up. So it's gonna play what you already played before.
Yeah.
And then we're gonna change it.
Let's go.
I think the first chord should be more different. Like, should we maybe change?
Right now it's like
because it's the same.
It's the same chord right now. Okay, but I can wait. Let me just.
Maybe. Yeah. Just gonna play one round of it, and then you can see what that sounds like. You know what? Maybe it is good with that one, but maybe try to keep it held, like sustain the chord, and then because we keep this going in the clavis, you know what I mean? Yeah. Yeah, that one. And then so if that's the basis, sort of. Yeah, and then you play a more beautiful note on the yeah. Something like that. Let's try that. That's funny because that's like almost right in between something jazzy and then it's almost Backstreet Boys, the last two chords.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's let's go with that.
Yeah,
I kind of like that.
Sure. Okay. One bar and then you can play it.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3.
I'm just curious to see how that works with the main loop. And maybe we take something out and try to make it feel good when it returns.
Yes. I was thinking like maybe if we keep it in a synth, it's just like then it could be something like. But just a single note in a different synth.
Yeah.
Stefan, you're funny today. I think it's the other way around, though. A little bit of melody, like where every note is different, like a walking.
Let me try.
Yeah.
Sure.
You can't do it.
I can't do it.
It's impossible.
Okay.
But hey,
I'm
just gonna record the deep clavis just to do.
Go nuts with that.
Maybe it would be good to actually have a beat form. It's also just going to be a nice break at one point where
Sure.
it's just that.
Yeah.
Possible for you to play those chords but continue the rhythm?
I can try. Sure.
Putting it on extra. Otherwise, I can just change it.
Yeah. Okay, just let me try.
really close.
What you thinking?
I'm thinking, yeah, maybe leave the bass note because we
Yeah.
are gonna play the bass.
I can also just
Yeah, I
keep
think
stay in
let's-
this
let's
octave.
stay there,
Sure.
right?
Yeah.
Right. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. Had it the first time.
Yeah,
the first
it was
couple of
better
times.
the first time.
Maybe let's.
I get a little like. It's actually surprisingly hard to play that rhythm, even though it's the same.
Yeah. No, I get it.
You can't just kind of forget where you are.
Also, we're Danish.
That's true.
This is not a native rhythm to Denmark. We have to learn it.
Is this cultural appropriation? Not quite, right?
Not yet.
We're getting there.
Okay, you guys play the bass.
Which rhythm should I play that in?
How about boom, boom, ba ba boom, ba ba boom. So like, sorry, I'm bad, right? So, what's the first note? Yeah, so my only thing is that maybe when it goes the B flat only hit that once or twice. So I'm trying to play it from the beginning. Yeah. Do-do-dum, boom, boom. Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Let's keep it like that.
Okay, let's go.
All right. 1, 2, 3, 4.
think we did. Yeah.
Let's do it again then.
Also, can you try to play the thing where you just mute the hi-hat real quick? Yeah, so there's like a really like closed hi-hat like in the background. Could you turn that on? Yeah. Yeah, okay, so like so there's probably something missing right now when you took the main hi-hat away, but I kind of do like something of what's happening. Like that's good too, but I'm just like thinking for like the bridge part, if you wanted to, because like that hi-hat is really responsible for a lot of the flow, I think. So yeah, removing it kind of halts the whole thing, but I think that could be used as a good thing. Yeah, like yeah, that's kind of interesting. And then when it goes back to being on the whole time, then that feels like you're more like in a flow, right? If you get that, yeah.
Then let me try instead of the hat. Then it could be funny with like a really. It could be fun with a really bad ride sample. Do you know what I mean?
Mhm.
From like a
Yeah, I know what you mean.
707 or something like that.
Like yeah, like an old workstation, like workstation kind of sound.
What is this? Is it the little drum I'm thinking of? I have this specific sound in my head. I don't think
It's gonna take a while to find that.
No. I know it's I know it's a search. And that is in the selected no machine collections. Here we go. That's it, and then maybe it's the 626. Sounds promising. Could be something like that. Shoot down.
Always pitch it down.
Always.
Always pitch it. It's not that bad actually. Actually, since like we made something that's like pretty smooth, as you said.
Yeah.
I would feel I kind of feel an urge. Maybe that's just I don't know why, but I kind of feel an urge to like put in some bad sounds and maybe something that like has something little off, because like it becomes very smooth when with these chords and like I don't know.
Especially here, I think like
But it does work.
There's something
like
about this part where it's a lot, but it's not too much. Okay, so ugly sounds. What could it be?
Maybe something that's kind of chopped. Maybe like a synth sound, but it's like chopped or something like that.
So do you mean like we record it and then we chop it
Yeah,
afterwards?
something like that. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. We can do that.
Because we need something that kind of is not too floaty and
In
has like a
that
bunch of reverb.
case,
So
let's do it like this. Just a second. Just gonna take a super regular type of sound, and then you're just gonna play in the key, and I'm gonna put on some weird effects. That we can record through. And I especially think it's going to be good if you do short sounds, because there's a release on the sound, and then
then
this will chop it.
Okay, yeah.
And let's just find something that we like. Keep playing. And let's go in the verse part. Is it even possible to play it with this? Otherwise, we can do
It's
it
like
afterwards.
Like, it's very hard to predict what it's doing, but it's like I'm not playing anything now.
No, the computer's playing. Maybe if we just let's give it a quick go. Absolutely nothing is happening. Why not?
Is it like a super long?
No, it's actually. It seems like it's Diva that's not saying anything right now. Try to play it again. Getting into CPU heavy territory, but we can deal with a few glitches here and there. Let's try with a sound that's shorter. It's more pluck.
Yeah, try that.
Because I think that could be beautiful with this type of chop technique. And then
Yeah, and once we do that, I would like to try what happens if we kind of treat the whole smooth part as one sample in a way.
Good idea.
And then we kind of, it could be fun to like sidechain the whole thing to that short sample and like use that in some places where it's like almost a clear cut and
interesting.
And like try to be very crude about that sound. I think that could be interesting to like have some to kind of like keep the listener on their toes, you know.
For sure.
So like even though it's kind of smooth, it's not uninteresting or whatever.
For sure. I am going to see if this helps with all the CPU heaviness. octave higher. I have to try to freeze. Maybe if I freeze the diva. That's probably the most CPU hungry fella right now.
It's super heavy.
Oh, actually, I also think it's because that Omnisphere sound is playing. What synths do you use? Software synths for the fellow nerds out there.
I do use Diva, and I have June 3, which is kind of it has a lot of.
It's just probably a Juno kind of copy, right?
Yeah, but it's more like all the presets are really maxed.
Okay.
so it doesn't feel like that, but that's still kind of fun to play around with. And I used to use the Minimoog a lot and Prophet as well. But I really don't have a religious standing on that.
Good for you. That is a drag. Okay. Do you think that helped?
You want me to play?
Yeah, try.
Yep.
Let's see if it works. Good, Jens. This one is rather low. Okay, let me do something else. Ooh. Here we go. Yes.
It's impossible for me to time that in any way.
For sure. You know what? Let's.
Okay, maybe we just record because I just have two different
exactly
things in mind, and you can always just cut that into place.
Yes.
So let's start with. Let me just play them, and then you can just place them wherever you want.
Exactly.
All right. It's really hard because
I know it's almost impossible, but that's also because what's gonna make them.
But also because it reverses whatever I'm playing, so I have to play it first.
Yeah, fuck that.
I can't do that. Maybe
No, you know what? I'm gonna pitch it differently.
Yeah, that's probably.
Yeah. But do the high one.
Yeah.
As well.
Yeah. Let's go.
Okay, cool.
That's some good stuff.
So
That's useful.
Stefan asked what we meant by treating the whole thing as a sample. So I can do it pretty quickly. What I think you mean as well. I think actually we should leave in the beginning. Leave the choir out of it. So the choir seems natural, and maybe also the deep kick, but all the rest. I mean, there are smarter ways of doing it, but right now, just because it's the fastest way.
Yeah.
Actually, I might have to do a few things because I wrote it, but I can just collect it to one group. Then.
Yeah. So what I had in mind when I said like treat it as a sample was that if you have a sample is usually just one audio file. And it usually has a lot of layers. You can have like several instruments, of course, and like it's a real like hip hop thing, right? To take like almost a full instrumental and then treat that very crudely in a way, and just like add some effect to all the layers at once, and just like don't kind of like on purpose, like treating it very
badly.
Yeah, kind of badly, like as if it was just one thing, even though it consists of several things. Yeah, I mean that kind of stuff's kind of nice. I'm starting to like the clavers you put on. No, but it's actually nice that it that they hit like they're not too perfect. That creates some humanness.
Interesting. Let's try another kind. Let's go even more lo-fi.
That sounds nice. Yeah, I like this, like actually this works kind of well, like when you just removed a couple of layers. That was actually kind of, that's certainly like something that you can do throughout the track if you want, like just remove layers basically.
Sure. Let's remove the bass, and let's just think like we're adding the bass to a sample, and then because then we have the bottom end there, and then it could be fun to almost make it sound like you're hearing it through a wall or something. I'm not sure how this is gonna sound, but
yeah, nice. And that's a perfect thing to take off, like to remove that at some point, and then you feel like clarity when things are not that distant anymore. Sort of like as if you entered the room in which this stuff was playing, right?
exactly. This actually also messes with the time somehow, but in a good way.
It's I'm really enjoying that, how it sounds with that on.
Let's try to put the bass back in.
This is really cool, and I think it's just if you just try to like and then you can just like bypass that whole chain at some moment, and then that would feel relieving, I think.
So let's say like this, maybe. Is this really the way it sounds? Now it just sounds strange, you know what I mean? Was that really the sound of it? Even this sounds lo-fi to me right now.
Haven't you added something?
I don't think so.
It sounds like there's... Was it really that lo-fi? That's so funny. Okay.
I think it was.
Okay, that's...
Yeah, it was because the drums were lo-fi to begin with.
Yep. I mean, I think it works. Part of the vibe, at least. So.
For sure.
I mean, then you have the 808, which is kind of something else, right? So. I think it's time for you to add some of the reverse synth stuff that we just did.
Okay. Let's do the low one first. I think I just put it over here real quick. Okay, so where do you hear it? I hear it like...
Actually, I kind of maybe you should take the also mix the high one in between, so that it becomes like more of a melody. Maybe it's a possibility.
Okay, yeah, I think I got it. I'm just gonna go random to begin with.
So I'm having this in my head right now, but we don't have to do that, but like
okay, so way longer than what it is right now.
Something like that.
Sure.
Bum, 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 bum,
And
bum, bum,
when does it start?
Can I hear that? Maybe it's just right. Just after the one bit beat.
Okay. And then change a little sooner, right?
Yes, yeah. Yes, that looks right, yeah.
And then shorter.
So that the file that you have there,
Mm-hmm.
that I think that was good. That was actually where I wanted it.
This last bit here.
Yeah, that was fine as it is, I think.
Let's see.
But it's hard to hear the rhythm when.
For sure. I think there's something about the rhythm that should be. How about this?
Yeah.
Let's loop it so that we have some sort of.
Okay, now I know what I mean. So if you just move the whole thing one beat, basically.
Back or forwards?
Back. Just a little more than that.
Just gonna by eye move it closer to either this or the other. Let's see. So it was good on the first one, and then this bit should be almost over here, I guess. That's difficult right now.
It's always so hard to. It's always so hard to work with reverse files, right? Because
for sure, but
like
it's worth it. Once they're right.
Yeah. But you have to find the exact right spot, because it's like the thing that makes it so cool, and the thing that makes it sound reverse is that it is a little off. Mm-hmm. So it's very hard to find the right place for it.
Close. So.
That was almost better, I think.
I think you should try to play with another wild effect on. No, that one. It's gonna be too ambient. Um, well, I think we should just try to make a short build up with what we got, and then say that's it for tonight, because I'm getting tired.
Sure.
And then we can listen to it with the fresh ears soon.
Absolutely.
So let's start by having only the lo-fi things.
Yeah, for sure.
Also, I don't know if you can tell, but Ableton is getting sluggish.
I
From the long
know.
session. Does that ever happen to you? Like after like 2-3 hours, it's kind of like it really wants you to restart.
Not really, actually. Yeah, that's nice. Maybe the reverse synth should be right, like up, like just before the beat comes in. So I know I just.
So like that.
No, I meant more like a transition thing to when the
Right.
other elements come on. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe. I'm just thinking maybe it could be good for when the rest of the beat comes on. Yeah,
To me,
yeah.
it's too long right now. I
Yeah.
think it'll make much more sense if it's shorter bursts. So like.
Yeah, sure.
And then probably just this bit.
Yeah, sure. Yeah. But this is kind of nice. I mean, I'm kind of assuming that you put on some really nice vocals at some point.
I'll try.
And
Definitely try.
So how does the next? Yeah, let's hear. I don't know. Maybe there should be some kind of I wouldn't say break, but like right now it feels a little boring when it comes on.
Maybe let go of the claves for a while and just keep the. Where is it even? Over here, we can use the deep one then.
Yeah.
Maybe it's already time to put them back. Strange loop. Okay, and I think maybe the drums should, that hat thing.
Yeah.
Let's leave that out of the lo-fi group and add it later. So
yeah,
can add that with.
But maybe that should just come on. It's probably good. And didn't we have some piano at some point?
We did.
That's probably good for the intro or whatever that is.
Let's try that. Especially when it's lo-fi. Was it? It's this one, right? Yeah. Okay.
nice for the intro, right? Kind of soulful.
Sure.
Feel free to make that shorter if you want.
Yeah, I'll do it the same way as the
like
first.
yeah.
Okay,
That sounds a lot like a bridge, which it is. So that piano was kind of good, isn't it?
I like it a lot. More than use it as the intro, I hear it as something that could be used as a transition, where it's almost like a break, where the only thing that's left is. So no, that was that part. Okay.
I think there's something with the MIDI clip you miss. You're kind of missing one note from the piano, aren't you?
Over here.
Yeah, so I don't know why.
It should be. Wow.
Lower than that. Actually, almost one. Yeah, like that.
Let's wait with that bit.
That's a good idea, but I think when it returns, it should return back to the I don't know what you call it, like the main chords. Exactly. But it was cool that it did not have like that. It was mostly the 808 and the beat that came on. That it
yeah. So
that is not like the full thing, but it's like a little disappointing in a way. That's cool.
Take this off. That bit.
Maybe also without the exactly.
Maybe also
that's I actually like that. Yeah, that's probably good.
Okay, so and then I'm gonna remove the piano from the intro, so it goes like. Hit us up, Louisa. If you have some lyric ideas, just write them here in the comment. I'll note it.
Maybe turn that piano up a little bit, cause like if it's all by itself. Oh, I like it when it returns. That's cool.
Yeah, that is good. It's the best bit yet.
Yeah, it is.
Okay, so I'm gonna boost the highs rather than.
Yeah, cause it's already pretty.
It's muddy enough.
Muddy, yeah, that's right. There's like no frequencies there. think just after I'm just calling it the intro. This is the first thing it should land on, and then we add chords and stuff like afterwards.
Really nice. It's just there's so much space for a melody here.
Yeah,
that's always a good thing to think about. So we're back in the intro.
I'm thinking that all of the sustained stuff should be used mostly as. Wait. I just really like it when this is like this empty. Honestly,
the clavier sounds great right now.
It's really good. I love that you had like 2 boxes of percussion.
That's the beauty of having a studio. There's like space for all them. Also, and yeah, you never know when.
Honestly, that could also work.
Have you seen this one? How is it? I don't remember. It's like a gift from Thailand or something.
What a great gift.
If only I could play it. Damn. Well, I can hit it.
You know what? You can always just enhance it somehow.
Yeah, I can.
You got the skills to enhance that one. So I had a point, which is I think whenever there are like sustained elements, it's maybe it's just I'm just really hyped of like how it sounds when there's like almost no layers right now, but those things are really nice because it gives us a great excuse to remove them.
Exactly.
And go back to this really simple stuff.
It can be super dreamy and then back to...
And just like play with that tension between having that sustained dreamy stuff, especially with the what's it called? Like the choir stuff you made. Exactly. Which is really nice, but it's like when you remove it, that's like when you really feel
great.
It's like...
But you wouldn't feel it if you hadn't... done the other bit.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And I feel the same way with the piano stuff.
Yeah.
And but that's just great to have that.
Okay, let's hear it for a second here. You could have something like that, you know what I mean?
Yeah, sure. And make that fade in, maybe? Yes. Fade in the choir.
And then get louder than this, I would say.
Yeah, and then just cut it very like sharply, maybe, to when stuff goes away. We used to do that all the time in the beginning in China. We just...
Classic.
We
always
just did
works.
like just all the time.
You know what I almost always do with this kind of thing? Yeah. Maybe you can use it yourself. So like this is the end where we go to 0, right? But then I almost always do this.
Yeah. Classic. So it's classic. Absolutely.
That kind of thing.
You know what I also usually did? I took the just like in that section when it gets like really like gets the final push, you also like do something with the stereo thing. So maybe make it entirely mono or something, and maybe do it to the whole mix, and then like instantly make it wide again.
But I kind of think that
kind of stuff.
The reason why it works right now is because it gets super mono right here. Yeah. So the intro is kind of wide, and then you.
But that's a great way to like. That's probably more elegant in a way, but I like that.
Let's try to hear it. Okay, we're gonna fade from 0 with the vocals.
Yeah. This is a good intro. Some out of place stuff there. Just let it build. And then and just like listen to that clavis. It's funny that how that really all of a sudden that became like
the song,
like the main protagonist of this thing.
No, it's
just like stole the show.
Amazing. Also, to be honest, I feel like I've never seen that before in my life. Before I took it out of the box, it's like it magically appeared because I didn't buy this. I know I didn't buy this. I didn't steal it either. It's like, I don't know. I think someone broke in, put it here.
Yeah.
Maybe to find one day and make this beat.
Yeah. Okay, so now I have an urge to. Some kind of weird sound that kind of and then you then it like it restarts the thing, you know what I mean?
For sure.
So what
let's do it with like I love the sort of.
That was the noise I was able to make with my mouth. So.
Goodbye.
I'm just looking for it. Some type of vocal sound.
Yeah.
Where did I put it? Here.
I don't know.
Here. It's gonna sound bad for
Yeah.
Actually, I think I have to record it with my voice, and just hope I don't make a complete fool of myself. It's gonna be like overly distorted or something.
Yeah, but yeah. Go nuts.
I mean, if I was a bad host, I would ask you to do it, but
Not
I feel
going
like
to.
this is on me.
It is on you.
Okay. I think I'm just gonna do. I'm gonna do them separately, and then we're gonna put them together.
Just like the clavis.
Ooh, 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 ooh. Now that was strange, but now we can put it in Ableton Slicer. No, I'm just gonna do it here.
Yeah.
Don't judge it yet.
If this turns out to be a really bad idea, it's kind of funny.
It's always. It will be funny, but maybe it will be funny and good.
Honestly, you can always just put a big bunch of distortion or something on that, and it doesn't sound like human anymore.
Exactly.
In the worst case,
So what's the timing?
I'm thinking that's like yeah,
right?
Yeah, something like that. But the final one is like the most important one, you know?
Yeah. I'm gonna divide all of them so that they're faster.
Mm-hmm.
So that's gonna make them sound even stranger. Well, maybe all of them, apart from the last one. I'm really excited to hear this. And how big of a fool I just made myself.
You can't go wrong.
Yeah, you can actually see it right there.
Yeah.
Come on, Ableton. Just 5 more minutes, mate.
It's getting really tired, isn't it?
It is. Total if you're fit. Okay, so I have one too many.
Mm.
I think it's something.
Can we hear it now?
No, you cannot hear it yet. Because there's no distortion on.
Yeah.
You can hear it. No. Let's see. Maybe even punish it. Yeah.
All right.
Told ya. Told ya. It almost works. It's just the two of them are perfect. This one.
The second one is it goes up.
Yeah.
In pitch.
Do you want that on a different one? Because I like that it does it one of the times.
Try to play it again.
I'm gonna pitch this one down.
This is such a weird thing to have an opinion of. Like,
I want you to have an opinion.
Yeah. I think it's good.
It's not bad.
And then maybe on the last one, something else gets cut out temporarily.
Yeah. Maybe everything but that and the other one. Let's just
try that.
Okay, so that
doesn't really.
Wasn't anything.
I couldn't
left.
hear. Yeah. Didn't make
it's
any.
because we didn't get all of it. I think it's a clavis or something.
Can you remove some reverb or something as well in that?
That's closer, and then you want.
I think there's an 808 that sustains.
Okay. Yes. Okay, I'm just gonna do the quickest thing.
Yeah, I mean it works. It's like a fun little break. It's just I like that there are some things to throw you off a little bit.
For sure.
But it should just like be that one time maybe, or like a few times or something.
I mean, no one would know it was a voice. That's the fun part of it.
Yeah, it sounds more like an arcade
exactly
kind of thing. So maybe, yeah, I don't know. You could maybe reuse just the last note somewhere.
Yeah.
To not so it's not the whole thing or something. I don't know. Yeah. Actually, you could also put it on the snare, basically at some point.
For sure.
Something like that. Maybe.
Not that one. This one. Not.
Just the last one, maybe. Yeah, just to have that on every snare for a while, maybe. I don't know. Maybe.
Still a little bit too much going on here. The regular clavis and not the other ones. I'm gonna mute him for now and just remember it. like this last one. That
Yeah,
one is the
it's
key
more
was so
melodic.
far.
It's more melodic. Yeah, maybe you can just remove the other things. Honestly, doesn't really. Can you? Yeah, what happens then? That transition could be more smooth, I guess.
Okay, so
Maybe have something kind of like cling. What's it called?
ring out.
Yeah. Because I don't feel like this transition doesn't have to be steep, because we make a steep transition on the next shift. You know what I mean?
Right, yeah. But
So
maybe
that
if
can
we
be
just-
more smooth anyway.
Maybe if we remove some stuff, but not on the one.
Oh, and also the piano should come in on the
Oh, right.
do
Yeah.
do 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 as a
You're right.
yeah.
It's already there.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
we
yeah,
remove
that makes
the
a big
vocals
difference.
here, and then we just have a tiny bit of like noise.
An epic build-up, you mean?
I mean, we're
More
gonna
is
do
more kind of thing.
all of it. All of it. I'm just thinking like plain old noise. We can even go like.
You're gonna make an indie version of that build-up thing.
Exactly.
I get what you mean. Yeah, so you only take the first part of the. Yeah. It's a good idea.
And that is why Claus will never top the charge. Because we don't go full
You don't
epic
go.
build up.
You only go half epic build-up.
We go half epic. But this is how I do almost all of my build-ups now, is that they hit on the beat before or after.
After.
Almost never on the one. Yeah, exactly.
How does it work when it's after?
That would mean that, for instance.
Oh, I get what you. Okay, I get it. So it's like it removes on the snare
But
or something like that.
that's not. It would be when you get back. So, for instance, it would be like. Over
Yeah.
here,
Okay. I get that.
Over here, it's like.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like that.
Yeah.
Which worked pretty well, actually. But
Oh, but it was just so perfect as a. Yeah,
maybe we
it's
can
possible.
even,
Yeah.
like let the piano just ring out here.
It makes it a little more unpredictable. I like it.
Exactly. Oh, that's not it. Like this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, works. And then, I mean, if you're making like a pop song,
Mm-hmm.
you would most likely have that section at some other point, right? At
This
some
bit.
later point, yeah. And then the second time you could just do it straight on, for example, and then have one of each.
For sure.
It's cool. I like it.
I love this bass sound. It's my new.
Yeah, it's really good.
It's the thing about it is that it's
It bends in a nice way.
yeah, it's wave folding, it's called. So it has like overtones. This is without the wave folding bit. And it's almost just the harmonic because it sines, but then it wave folds and creates these. And it's almost like a fifth, right? Or is it a
Yeah,
seventh?
It's like a fifth. Yeah.
It's beautiful.
Yeah, it makes makes it sound more deep than it actually is.
Mm-hmm.
I think, which is nice.
Okay, so kind of want to do exactly this again, but then just add the choir. You know, keep it super minimal, but only add the choir.
Sure.
I mean, we're already further than I thought we would with the build-up. I think, to me, this is fine for now.
Sure.
But let's listen.
I mean, you can hear the idea, and that's the most important thing.
Oops, that's the wrong place. Okay, so let's say this is the final playthrough. If you have any last ideas out there, let us know. Otherwise, we're gonna play it through and save it and say bye.
Sure
Right?
thing. Yeah.
It's also 4 fucking hours, Simon.
Yeah.
Fly by. This part to me is too many things at once. But that part worked really well. And then
Yeah, for sure.
we
We forgot about. But that's also like the section makes more sense when there's some vocals and you want. Yeah. Okay.
Could almost be an outro. You know what I could hear is that you play the same. It's the same melody as in the verse, but you paint it differently with these different chords.
Yeah.
Do you understand what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So like, yeah, that could be an idea. What was this? All right, I'm gonna cut that and paste it somewhere else. Is it like that? Okay. Sure. Okay, I'm really happy with this. Let's call it.
Cool.
If anyone has an idea to about what to call it, I'm always open, because that's fucking impossible.
Yeah, it's always like when you.
Thanks, Gustav.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's really good.
It has a vibe. It has a vibe. I mean, I feel like it would require like. I mean, that's certainly what we planned, right? But it needs some vocals to like feel like a song.
It needs to be pretty much vocals all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is the
because
beat. This is the beat, and then
yeah. But the funny thing is, and it's always like this, right? So I played a bunch of stuff, and we kept some of it. But the best part was when we just removed all of it in the end, and it's just funny how, like, I really like that beat and how it sounds. But I think the best part is when the things go out and it just stands like by itself.
Yeah,
that's really nice.
So you mean this bit, right?
Yeah, I just feel this really hard now.
Yeah, but I think that's a good like way to say bye, is that because yes, we removed it, but for instance, the whole clavis rhythmic thing.
Absolutely, yeah, sure.
That, you recorded that in the keys, which I guess we ended up using those keys, but then taking those away is maybe the best moment, but then you wouldn't have that feeling otherwise. And I love that trial and error method.
It is, it's fun.
It's the most fun.
It is.
All right, man. Let's call it. Oh,
you need a name.
I need a name to remember it by. I mean, Simon Wednesday works, but it's boring.
Samson. No questions.